16.
There used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to them every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Greer. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Greer now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Pass complete to Richard, the running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On second down, McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
50, plant. Let's go, defense. Get out the field, defense.
This is Scarlett on the carry. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. What they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Greer sets to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll throw again. Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.